Hello, my name is Carrie, and I get a chance to share with you about my 7.2 journey. In 2012, January of 2012, is when my family and I started using the 7.2 products. And timing couldn't have been any better because the 5 years prior to that, I was in a pretty miserable state of existence. I went through a bad game of doctor roulette with about 5 different doctors and their diagnosis. I had a surgery, all these things to try to fix whatever was wrong with my body. I was just so uncomfortable in my own body. I had so much agony and, of course, 5 different diagnoses. So it was a crazy time. And I was so grateful to get the call from a friend to say, hey, try this. And I'd never heard of alkalinity, and I'd certainly never had a green drink before. So I was curious and hopeful because, when you've kind of reached your wit's end, you're like, well, something's got to give. And so I was open to trying it. Thankfully, it made the biggest difference in my life in the shortest period of time. Comparatively speaking, I had been suffering for 5 to 6 years, certainly uncomfortable in my own body, and my family wasn't happy because I wasn't happy. You've ever heard that one? Mom kind of rules that thread of energy in the home, so it was not good. And when I started using the product, within the first 2 weeks, my energy improved, my attitude improved, my sleep improved, my everything improved, and my discomfort decreased, which was very significant for me. Now, when you're on a bunch of different meds, I don't know if you know this, but when you're on a bunch of different meds, you're really not in tune with who you are and everything. You're just kind of disconnected. And that's how I was for a long time. So when I started weaning off of those because I was feeling better, I started getting in touch with what was really happening. And I just was thrilled at the 90-day mark. I wasn't on any more meds. I was off all the meds at the 90-day mark. And the most significant symptoms that were making me suffer for years were gone. And all of them were gone. And the significance of that was, holy mackerel, in 90 days, I got my life back, which I had lost for about the last 5 years. So for me, that was huge. And I just said, I got to share. When you find something that is meaningful and impactful for you, most people, I think, want to share that good news, right? And so I became kind of a champion of the cause, educating people a little bit on alkalinity. I don't know if this will do for you what it did for me, but I certainly feel better than I used to. So try it, see how you like it, So I started sharing the products. So the 4 core products that I started with were the recovery, of course, every day. I would take that, the greens for sure, every day. So I got hydrogen and oxygen, doing my body a big favor. Take the boosters at night for a replenishment of depleted minerals. And boy, that shake is phenomenal too for helping meal replacement. Also leveling the mood, which I love. So there's just been a significant improvement in our health, not just mine, but my family's too. My kids have been taking this product for 6.5 years. They're young adults now, still using it. But we've been able to share this product and have impact, generational impact across the globe. So this is a true testament to why we do what we do in relationship marketing, network marketing is, we were satisfied. We have a story. We have a world-class product, which gave us a world-class experience that we were grateful for. And so we share that information with people that we know, right, in relationships. And then the ripple effect begins, and before you know it, story upon story upon story, 6.5 years later, we are hearing just phenomenal outcomes, and people are being very grateful and being having their health improved, right? Or getting the gaps filled in their body to get the balance back. And that's really all this is nutritional supplements to fill those gaps that we have because we don't have a great nutrition in our country. Or maybe we just don't eat right, and there you go. That's probably most of us. So this helps our body be able to fill those gaps and not do, not have something that doesn't have to fight. So that's a benefit. So the relationship aspect is, who do you know that you want to help, right? So if you know somebody who's challenged, share it with them. Say, I don't know, just try it, see how it works. For me, it was 90 days. I had to just tell you, if you had the opportunity to take it for 90 days straight, do so, because your body will regenerate and you'll notice all those benefits. But the significance of the business aspect is somebody that I shared the business with 3 years ago who's been marketing the product and creating a customer base. That's what we do. We just share it, share our website, share our story, and people shop on our website and then they get their own experience. So when you get your own experience, you become satisfied, and then from there you can refer. Well, the referral aspect is really big business, right? I mean, it's just like any type of affiliate. You want a referral. So this case, the lady I shared this with 3 years ago, she's been building her customer base, and one of her customers who was using the product maybe a year ago, and then he stopped using it for whatever reason. He called her up the other day and he said, hey, you know what? I need to get a hold of that product again. And here's the significance. He got a diagnosis from a family one of his family members. Okay, his daughter. I'm just going to be straight up. His daughter, 30 years old, got a diagnosis of 3 months to live. Now that's crazy, right? Horrifying. How could you ever possibly imagine being in those shoes? But because he knew that this is the place to come for the alkaline supplement, and he knew of the product because of her and their relationship, okay, he called her and said, I need to get back on that and get my daughter on that product. So the desperation in his voice, she texted me, oh, it's kind of a desperate situation. Can you just, call me back? And I finally got a chance to get back with her. And the next day we got product in that gentleman's hands for his daughter. So 4 days later, which was yesterday, 4 days later, yesterday, I talked to him and he said she's already got improvement. Now, she has a very bad diagnosis. So all we can do at this point is pray and hope that we can fill her body with some goodness, that her body says, thank you, I can use it, and she can feel better. And she is. In just 4 days, she's able to keep her food down, which she wasn't able to do for a long time. Now, that is a blessing I'm talking about with relationship marketing, by sharing the story and getting it to somebody who can appreciate the quality of the product, and they recognize the value in helping build health in their body. And he got her back on that product, and she's having improvement. That you cannot put a price on that. And when people say, oh, you're just trying to sell me something, I'm like, oh, no. This is valuable. I am bringing you something of value that could possibly enhance your life, right? So it's a win-win situation in that regard. Now this same person who referred this person, and he calls her up and says, help, I need to get some product again. This same individual has been marketing our product for about, over 3 years now, okay? And she just got through telling me in this conversation that we had, about it's pretty great. I get my product for free because of product credits, because she has plenty of customers. I get my product for free. And then last year, at the end of the year, I was able to knock out my daughter's car loan. She's in college. And she says, yeah, I made enough money to be able to pay off that car loan for my daughter. And then just recently she told me they just are building a tiny home on a piece of property that they bought, and the money from this business is allowing her to do that. So, part-time, sharing the product, sharing the story consistently for 3 years, she's been able to do these things that literally this was like a savings account for her. If she just let the money ride and build up. And between the resources financially that she's been able to gain to help her do some of these things for her kids and for her lifestyle choices, build a tiny home and for rent, I think. How fun is that? That this business could be the seed that stimulates another business for her, possibly, Airbnb or whatever it is. I just love that. And the best benefit, of course, is the blessing the product brings to the people in our lives and what we can do to help people feel better. And really, that's all we get to do in relationship marketing, is share a product that's phenomenal. It's just a blessing for anybody who uses it. And if it helps you improve your quality of life, then we appreciate that. And we get paid for that. Woo, that's all good, right? I mean, I used to bartend for a living. It beats the heck out of making people drunk for a living. It really does. I'm just saying. So I love the industry. I love the chance that we get to make an impact and have fun helping people feel better. So I hope you get the chance to feel better soon. Thanks.